What's up, you guys? I'm Stephanie, and this is episode 3 of my series called Can I Monetize My Small YouTube Channel? If you're new here, I have this series going documenting my journey to monetizing my channel where I post new videos every Sunday. If you aren't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn the bell notification on so that you don't miss out on any updates. If you haven't checked out the first 2 videos yet, I'll link them in the description box down below, or you can find them in the playlist at the top of my channel. In last week's episode, we compared my analytics to what I had in the first video and outlined what I feel I still need to work on. And today, as promised, we're diving deeper into my analytics and talking numbers, how my channel's performing, and what adjustments, if any, I need to make. You know why you're here, so let's get right into it. July is always a very busy month for me work-wise, so my attention this past week has been spread a little bit thin. Because of this, I only posted my 1 video last Monday, and to try to make up for that, I also uploaded 12 shorts. Now, to some of you, that might sound like a lot, but those were actually just review videos that I had already created, so it was only a matter of me finding them on my computer and uploading them to YouTube. Since this series is about becoming monetized, there are 2 key metrics that I'm going to focus on, and that is subscriber count and watch time hours, since those are the 2 that you need to become eligible for partner. I mentioned in last week's video that my goal was to increase both of those numbers by 10%, so let's see how I did with that. Looking at my dashboard from the last 7 days, I received 15,000 views, 126 watch time hours, and grew 70 subscribers. Looking at percentage increases, that is 331% more views, 266 more watch time hours, and 678 more subscribers than the previous week. Oh my goodness, it feels so amazing seeing that on here and sharing that with you all. I just want you to know that I appreciate each and every one of you for being here and for following along with me on this journey. I have been loving chatting with you all in the comments and getting to know you as well. Seeing that most of you are on the same exact journey really makes this feel like an amazing little community here on YouTube. Thank you all so much for your wonderful comments of support and encouragement, because it really does help fuel me to keep this going with you. Okay, so back to the numbers. I'm going to say that I messed up. I recorded this video on Sunday and had every intention of editing and posting same day, but this week has been absolutely crazy for me, so that did not happen. I also didn't screen record while I was talking through this part, so I don't actually have the exact stats as of Sunday. I'm going to keep the voice recording from Sunday, but the numbers on the screen for lifetime views and the earn tab will not be the same as what I'm saying out loud. I'm so sorry. I hope this isn't too confusing for you. Consider this a lesson learned for future videos. Be sure to do your screen recording at the time that you're filming. Keep in mind that these watch time hours include shorts views, so not all 126 hours will count in the earn tab. But let's switch to lifetime over here. Lifetime stats for my channel include 108,000 views, 696 watch time hours, and 241 subscribers. And then a live count of 244 subs over here, so that's a little confusing. I'm going to assume that this page just hasn't been updated fully yet, since this says live count over here. So let's take a look at the earn tab and see where I'm at with that. 244 subscribers out of 1,000 and 185 public watch hours. If you remember from last week's video, in order for me to hit my 10% increase goal, these numbers would have to be 170 watch time hours and 191 subscribers. So I hit and actually exceeded my targets. Now, I do know that this data has a 5-day delay, so my numbers could potentially be even higher than this, but for the sake of these videos, I'm just gonna focus on the number that it is at the time that I'm filming. Let's go back over here and look at my content breakdown. If you scroll down on this tab, you'll see more in-depth analytics for your content. I especially like to look at this upside down pyramid down here because it tells you how YouTube is pushing out your content. If you look at this top percentage here, 71% of my impressions come from YouTube recommending my content, which is great. You want the bulk of your views to be coming from that. Looking at how viewers find you also gives you some good insight into where your videos are being placed. So since this last week I posted a lot of shorts, the majority of my views came from the shorts feed. But then my next 2 areas below that are still suggested videos and browse features, which is exactly where I want to be, and I will explain why. If you go into a specific video, you can see top traffic sources for its views. Here you can see that 98% of the people that watched this video came from YouTube recommendations, with almost 90% coming from Up Next and 8% coming from YouTube Home. And if you toggle to the reach view and scroll down a bit, you can actually see which specific videos are suggesting your video. So since this is about changing out the replacement parts on my Roomba, the suggesting videos are all related to iRobot, Roomba, or robot vacuums. This is excellent for me because that means that these people either already own a Roomba or they're looking to purchase one soon, so they came to YouTube looking for something specific. Sometimes it can be a question like, how do I change out the replacement parts on my Roomba? Or they're thinking about making a big purchase soon, so they're looking for recommendations. Or they just want general information about Roombas, which I have personally done both here on YouTube. I can't tell you how many times I have searched how to do something because I've either, one, never done it before, or two, it's been a really long time since the last time that I did. So when you're thinking about creating your videos for YouTube, think about questions that you might ask or want to know more about and try to answer them. That's what I've been trying to do myself as well. If I'm trying to make a decision on a larger purchase, I love to see products in use in real people's homes. So I come to YouTube looking for that kind of content, and it is an excellent resource for that. All that to say, those viewers are super targeted, and they are people who are interested in and actually want to see my video, which is what you always want, right? Because you want to keep those viewers engaged and watching your video until the very end. Comparing last week's results to this week, my total subscriber count has increased from 174 to 244, which is a 40% increase, and my watch time hours from 154 to 185, which is a 20% increase. Sat down and ran some numbers, and I've actually adjusted my goal a bit from last week. If I kept my goal at increasing my current numbers by 10%, it would take me 36 weeks or 11 months in order to reach the 4,000 watch time hours and 1,000 subscribers needed to be eligible to monetize, which I personally felt like was too long for me, just based on how many videos I already have ready to post, how consistent I plan to be, and my trend in analytics from the past 3 weeks. And also just my own personal goals. Keep in mind that everyone is on their own journey, and what might take some people 1 or 2 months to accomplish might take others over a year, and that is okay. I already shared with you that I let this channel sit for 2 years before posting a single thing on it because I just wasn't sure where to even start. So we are all on different paths, and this is by no means meant to compare. I'm just sharing what I'm doing. I also don't want to burn myself out with this, so I set what I feel is a realistic goal for myself, which is increasing each number by 20% each week instead. By setting that as my target, I should become eligible to monetize in just under 18 weeks. So essentially, I've cut that time in half. And that puts me right around November 5th to be exact. I've already circled it on my calendar, and I am holding myself accountable for that date. So hopefully I will be able to let you all know that I am monetized by that time. But if I'm not, it's not the end of the world, and I'm not going to give up. It just means it's going to take a little bit longer, and I'm totally fine with that. I just wanted to try something different because I'm not the type of person to really analyze and look deep into the numbers like that and set those types of goals for myself. So since this was very cut and dry, these are the numbers that you need, I decided to give it a try. Plus, it gives me something to look forward to and to challenge myself to push towards each week. So I feel like that's definitely going to be helpful for me. It was already helpful for me this week because I have it all typed out in a note on my phone. And so I know exactly which numbers I need to hit each week. Let me know if you'd like to see that breakdown, and maybe I can show you in next week's video. I feel like this is a good balance between challenging myself and not feeling too overwhelmed personally. I actually had one of you telling me in the comments of last week's video that it's your goal to monetize in 2 months, and while I think that is amazing for you if you're able to do that, for me it's just not realistic at the point of my life that I'm at right now. So 18 weeks is my personal target, and I encourage you to create a target that's personalized for you as well. So looking at big picture figures, I am 24.4% of the way there for subscribers and 4.6% of the way to my goal for watch time hours. It still feels like a long way to go, but I am slowly inching my way there. Switching gears to what I'd like to improve on, my current focus is to just continue getting more and more comfortable speaking in front of the camera. Full transparency, right now I am writing a script for each of these videos, and I rely on it heavily. This was the only way that I could see myself making this happen at this stage of where I'm at. And I would love to get to the point where I can just create an outline, but until then, I will continue to do it this way. And it's actually what I've been doing for the past year with my voiceovers for my short form videos as well. Having a script just helps me feel way more prepared and not like a deer in headlights, completely forgetting everything I was gonna say. If you've made it this far and you're not already subscribed to my channel, then hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.